Thursday morning, and we are driving around the area checking out road conditions. These are live pictures coming from Route 2 here in Mentor, where the snow has been falling all night long. You can see how the roads here still a little bit icy and dicey.
And we found a race between crews and Mother Nature overnight. City snowplow drivers in Mentor tried to keep the streets clean, all while blankets of fresh snow blew in and threatened to keep the streets covered, like right here on Heisley Road. Also in Mentor, we spotted private snowplow drivers hard at work, including some drivers working to clear out the parking lots of local businesses. Overnight, this man helped a McDonald's get ready for its rush of breakfast customers. Now let's get the very latest on the forecast from Christine. Any relief in sight today, Christine?
Well, you know, the snow is letting up a little bit. We still have lake effect snow bands aimed at Cleveland and points east. Temperatures aren't letting up, I'll tell you that. Look at Mansfield and Akron down to 3 degrees, Dover 2 right now, with some clearing your way. Right now, Bracknell getting some snow, as well as Euclid, Cleveland Heights, East Cleveland, Mayfield, you're picking up snow, Wickliffe, Kirtland Hills to Mentor, Chardon, Chesterland all getting that snow, Thompson to Footville in Ashtabula County. And you can see here some light snow just trying to wedge into Ashtabula there as we speak. Here's your forecast for today. We start out cold. Some spots will be even colder than 6 at 8 o'clock in the morning, but that's your temperature for Cleveland. By noon, we get to 11 degrees, and our high today a bit warmer, 15. But that's nowhere near as warm as the rest of the 7-day forecast. We are going to be on a slow warming trend. I'll let you know about that coming up in just about 15 minutes. Now over to Jackie for a check on the roads.
Good morning, everyone. Well, right now the roads are moving along without too much of an issue. Of course, you want to take it slow and be very careful as you head out. I did have some reports of spinouts and accidents earlier this morning, but right now things are looking okay. You can see we're moving along relatively well as you head out on 90 as well as 77. But if you are in an area where the roads might be a little bit snowy or icy, make sure you take it very slow and be careful as you head on out. Of course, if you are driving in a snow-covered area, want to keep in mind, don't crowd the plows, brake slowly, don't use cruise control, and reduce your speed. Here's a look outside right now at what some of our major highways look like. You can see 90 here by Clay Road, not looking too bad for you right now. Same story as you make your way out over in the area of Detroit Road. Now, really, the main roads are looking okay, just a little bit icy. It's the more local roads that you're going to have more of a problem with. So make sure you're very careful as you head out on those roads that may be a little bit less traveled. Back to you.
All right, Jackie, you know, the snow belt here in northeast Ohio is getting slammed again. Another band of snow and strong winds hit overnight.
Kristen is out on the roads for us this morning. So what are you seeing?
We're on Route 2 in Mentor, and you see right now the roads looking wet, somewhat snow-covered. It depends on the patch that we're on here. Some are more wet than snow-covered and slippery. But I just spoke and just got off the phone with the supervisor with the Mentor Public Works Department. He's telling me that Mentor is seeing about 1 inch to 2 inches of snow so far. He said the salt is still working, and all of their plows are out. They've got 15 trucks for the whole city, and that is the standard. All hands on deck here. They're working 12-hour shifts. The issue, though, in that city in Mentor is the drifting and blowing snow. So if you come across State Route 84, east or west, doesn't matter, watch out for that drifting and blowing snow. I've been in touch with a lot of different sheriff's departments. So they're just telling me snow-covered and hazardous along the lake here. Those counties in the snow belt, you need to really take it careful, take it easy on your way into work. For now, we'll let you know once we get to some of the other areas and bring you updates from there. But Route 2, it's patchy and dicey in some spots. Back to you.
Thanks for the update, Kristen. And now to more on that Arctic blast. Every night in Cleveland, about 4,000 homeless people are living out in the elements. But local shelters and churches want to make sure that nobody has to suffer in the cold. Now, this drop-in center for people who are homeless is only usually open on weekends, but it's going to be open every night this week so people have a warm place to stay. Members of a nearby church are also handing out warm blankets, socks, and food. And new for Good Morning Cleveland, Pastor Elizabeth Gonzalez says the need is growing.
We're seeing a lot of men, a lot of veterans, and more women under the bridges. And there's a lot of need for blankets and coats and things of that sort.
Now, there's going to be what's called a homeless stand down this Saturday at Public Auditorium, and people who are homeless will be able to get winter clothing and other items. And we have information on how you can help on our website, newsnet5.com. Macy?
An Ashtabula County man is dead this morning after a snowmobile crash. It happened late last night in Austinburg, about 50 miles northeast of Cleveland. The State Highway Patrol says the 48-year-old man was killed when he lost control of the snowmobile and crashed, and troopers believe that alcohol is a factor. A Summit County man recovering in the hospital this morning after an overnight shooting in Akron. Let's get straight to Cedra right now, who's live in the newsroom. Is the shooter in custody, Cedra?
Macy, in the last 15 minutes, I just learned Akron police detectives now have suspects, but so far no arrests have been made. The victim in all of this, a pizza delivery man, and I now know he is expected to survive. This all unfolded around 1 o'clock this morning along Alexander Street, just south of 5th Avenue near South Arlington. That's where detectives tell me a man was robbed and then shot, rushed to a nearby hospital this morning. He is recovering. Again, no official arrest yet in this case. Anyone with information on the shooting is asked to call the Akron Police Department. Macy, I'll check back with detectives and pass along any updates as I get them.
All right, Cedra, thank you.